Hi Yatin, my name is Sumit. How do I install habit of shadowing?
Namaste, dosto. So, the first point is shadowing. So, how do we use this word shadowing as a habit in our daily days life? Let's break this word shadowing first. Shadow, in simple word, that is परछाई. So, what it means कि हम दुनिया में कहीं पे भी जाएं कुछ भी करें, this English always need to be around us. Okay. So, whatever you want to do, let us say if you're going out on a walk or so, there are a lot of trees around. You can see behind me there are bushes. Start talking to them. The moment, because see, whenever you go, like your parchai doesn't leave you, be it from right side, left side, ahead of you, behind of you, any corner you say, the moment sun moves around, your shadow also follows you around. Same way, if you need to bring this quality, this new skill in you, which is get that fluency in your English speaking, you need to make it at a habit that it should always follow you. There are trees around, talk to them. That how you could talk, let's say for example there is a tree in front of you, upside the tree or oak tree or any XYZ tree. See, hey tree, you are so tall, yeah, your trunk is so fat, or the bark you have, it seems that it is very old. There are examples like this, so I will not waste much time on it. I've just given you an example that what do you need to, you can talk to, possibly, let's say you have pens, you have pencil, take that pen or pencil in your hand and start talking to it, that how to talk, what to talk. Say, hey pencil, you're beautiful, your color is blue, but you know what, there are lot many colors also there in the market which all are available. So this is how you need to make this a habit, that whatever the activity, the action you're performing, this English will not leave you anytime you feel like. If you wish to have this fluency in your habit or in your business or whatever the objectives you have in your mind. Thank you.
Hi Yatinder, my name is Naveen Sharma. I'm working as a private dining manager in Maldives. I'm a regular visitor of your YouTube channel and I've seen your almost all the videos, and I've seen your recent post on 6 essential habit, and in which you talked about how to install all these habits in yourself if you want to speak English. And I have one question for you, and that question is in which you talked about talk to yourself. In talk to yourself, I have a question for you, is how to install this habit in you and how to practice it. If you can answer me, it will be great. Thank you so much.
So the second point is talk to yourself. What do we mean by this? That we should talk to ourselves. In that, what it means in simple word, we are trying to train our mind that whatever we are going to do, we are making our mind, our heart ready for it. Simple example. Let's say tomorrow is the birthday of someone you love. Your loved ones could be. It could be your siblings, it could be your parents, it could be your girlfriend, it could be your boyfriend. तो आपने उनको कल क्या बोलना है, कैसे बोलना है, किस मोमेंट में बोलना है, हम लोग अपने दिमाग को रेडी करते हैं ना. Same way, now what we need to do, the same thing, what you want to do for them tomorrow, what you want to say, you need to start making that script in English in your mind. That is what, in simple way, what it means, talk to yourself, means we are training our mind for it. Simple. Another example, which is quite but it's true. Let's say that most of you know that my profession से एक trainer हूँ. So I train people from a trainee level, from a GSA level to higher management level people. So it doesn't mean that I know that everything. I also need to prepare myself for it. And this is the only way that we prepare ourselves for it. So it is a preparation or training your mind for the situations or any moment you want to rejoice upon. That's it.
Hi Atinder, this is Rajneesh Tyagi. I'm a hospitality professional. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for your great efforts which you're putting into your videos. Really great. Please keep on doing. Now I have a question. I'm sure you will be able to help me. I just want to know how talking about different situations will help us to practice. Thank you.
Point number 3 is talk about different situations. So, what are we trying to do in this? That when we are talking about different situations, in that we are also looking forward for different words, different techniques, different approaches. For example, let us say uh, you want to go to buy some groceries. Okay, now if you want to buy those groceries, you need to make a list. Now when are you making list? You are writing words. Now when you're writing words, you need to look forward for the spellings of them. Very simple. Second, there will be few things in grocery, you know their maybe regional name or so in your regional dialect or so, but you don't know the biological name of it in English. So what you need to do, you need to go back to dictionary and to find out, do some research. तो आपको अपने हाथ पांव फैलाने पड़ेंगे to make that list, to write that correctly. Now, once you go to the shop, what you do there? Now you need to tell yourself again, what and what do I need to buy? Let me recall. Let me dictate it to the shopkeeper. Okay. So once you're done with your groceries, all the articles you need, that you have that in your basket. Now the thing comes that you need to pay. Now, how will you pay? You need to ask yourself, how am I going to pay? Paytm, PayPal, Google Pay, check, cash. Is this shopkeeper is compatible with all these payment modes or not? See, this is how the different situations, it can be on and on and on, but I've given you a very small example. Let us say you want to go college. Now, how will you go? First, you need to get dressed up. You need to finish your breakfast, etc. Whatever you want to do, your daily days routine. Then you need to go to catch a bus, or you go with your bike, you go with your own car, whatever you want to do. But start talking about these situations loud in your mind again. What you're doing, you're training your mind with different situations, with different wordings, different biological names, etc. So on and on. That's it about talking about different situations.
Hi Yatin, my name is Taj and my question is how to install the habit of talking in front of the mirror and why should we do it?
Point number 4 is talk in front of mirror. Now this is a very old school, orthodox, but very, very convenient way to improve or to install that habit of giving that confidence to yourself. Now what happens in this, let me explain to you this, all my experience throughout. When I started training myself to speak in English, so this was the habit or the exercise I used to do. What happens जब आप ये करना शुरू करेंगे, आपको क्या करना है कि अपनी आंखों से आंखें मिलाने की कोशिश करनी है और बात करने की कोशिश करनी है. ट्रस्ट मी पीपल, हम अपनी आंखों से आंखें ही नहीं मिला पाते हैं. हमें वो हेसिटेशन, जो एंजाइटी औरों से बात करने में महसूस होती है, वही अपने आप से भी होती है. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमें वो हेसिटेशन अपने अंदर से निकालना है अपने आप से बात करने में. Second, once you start practicing upon on this, what happens with this, what you'll do कि आपके जो एक्सप्रेशन फेस के हैं जब आप कोई बात बोल रहे हैं, कुछ सिचुएशन पे रिएक्शन दे रहे हैं, आपके लिप्स की जो मोमेंट्स हैं वो कैसे हो रही है, आपके हाथ कैसे मोमेंट कर रहे हैं, हाउ योर आईज आर गेटिंग ब्लिंक्ड, हाउ योर हेड is actually moving. These all are the things you'll be noticing there and you'll be correcting yourself. That's how this is very powerful method or technique to apply if you want to improve yourself. And irrespective of any language, we are not only addressing in this particular point that you only talk about English, any other language you want to talk about, this is a very, very result proven exercise we have. And that once you get master in this habit, you start building confidence in you. So it will be just like this. Whenever you go in front of any audience or so, there are people you need to talk in front of, you will see that if I talk in front of me and I will consider that the people are there in the forum, they all are just like mirror. They're looking at me, I'm looking at them, I'm saying my point, keep your points, move up. You will make mistake, you will have that anxiety, you will have that fear, but that is obvious and there is nothing wrong in it. But we need to try to read it off. That's it.
Hi Atin, why should I install habit of recording my voice.
Point number 5, record your voice. Now, you can record your video also, but in particular, this point, we want you to only have your voice. Why? Because what happens, we need to really work upon our वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन ऑल्सो, कि हम जो कुछ बोल रहे हैं वो सिर्फ एक ही टोन में बोल रहे हैं या उस पर कुछ उतार चढ़ाव भी है. लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड विद वन एग्जांपल. सपोज कोई आपको कॉल करता है और बोलता है कि हमारे यहाँ किसी की डेथ हो गई है, तो आप ऐसे बोलेंगे अच्छा, या आप ऐसे बोलेंगे अच्छा. This is voice modulation. See, I can give you heavy examples of voice modulation as well, but let's start from a very base and from a very little example. Voice modulation again could be, let us say somebody is calling you over phone, and you are saying hello, then he will say hello. नेक्स्ट अप्रोच जो आपका होएगा कि क्या हो गया, तबीयत ठीक नहीं है. उसको सामने वाले को कैसे पता चलता है कि आपकी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है? बिकॉज आपका जो वॉइस का जो टोन है ना, जो वो जनरली रोज़ सुनते हैं, आज उससे चेंज है. या नीचे डाउन होगा या वो थोड़ा ऊपर, और भाई कैसा है. सो इट मीन्स कुछ तो एक्साइटेड हो रहा है या होने वाला है या हुआ है. सो ही इज़ or she is excited to tell you about that. So this is what voice modulation is. Voice modulation is very important, people. Let us take another example, then hence we are talking कि तूने ये काम नहीं किया, तूने ये काम क्यों नहीं किया. देखो, तुमने ये काम नहीं किया, ये अभी तक हो जाना चाहिए था. See, I've given you 3 different situations for one particular point. So this is how we need to consider it in our mind also. That's why I'm saying that record your voice. It's very powerful to understand once you having your voice recorded, even if it is video. But when you actually recording your video, you watch it. But what I want you to just concentrate on your audio, what you're saying. The tone is the real concern we are addressing here. Set whatever we saying, how are we saying it? Is it in a right tone जैसे उसको होना चाहिए था, और सब कुछ एक ही पिच में जा रहा था. Yeah? So for example, if you want to take watch news, जब वो लोग बात करते हैं से कुछ अगर एक्साइटेड अच्छा हुआ हो तो वो कैसे बोलते हैं, कुछ गलत हुआ हो, कुछ दुर्घटना हुई हो, how they actually modulate their voice. Yeah, so that's it. Number 5, which is
Hi
recording.
Yatin, why should I install habit of reading loud?
Point number 6, read out loud. Now, what is that, and what will the help we'll get out of it? So when I'm saying read out loud, you take anything, any article, any book, any notebook of yours, the notes you have made, start reading them loud. Now what happens? Suppose you're reading a book, there will be few words जो आपने आज तक देखे नहीं हैं, और मे बी यू कैन प्रोनाउंस देम इन योर माइंड, बट जब अगर आपने वो अपने व्यवहार में लाने हैं वो वर्ड्स कभी किसी के साथ बात करने में, तो आपसे बोले ही नहीं जाएंगे. वाई? बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट यूज्ड योर वर्बलाइजिंग स्किल्स. सो आप एक स्टेंजा लें और उसको जोर से पढ़ना शुरू करें. इफ़ यू वॉन्ट टू रिकॉर्ड दैट ऑल्सो रिकॉर्ड इट एंड लुक एट योर सेल्फ हाउ यू परफॉर्मिंग. और मैं तो आपको बोलता हूँ कि एक रिकॉर्ड रखना शुरू करें. 2 से 3 और मे बी 5 मिनट की अपनी वीडियो बनाएं. आप हफ्ते में बनाएं और आप रोज़ बनाएं, एंड सी जो आप में इम्प्रूवमेंट आ रही है डे बाई डे. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, देयर विल बी अ इम्प्रूवमेंट इन इट. एंड यू नीड नो अदर यतिन टू कम एंड टू टेल यू कि क्या कैसे करना, बिकॉज आपको खुद दिखेगा. जब आप वीडियो देखते हैं, मूवी देखते हैं, तो आपको समझ आता है ना कि नहीं ऐसा होना चाहिए था, उसको ऐसे बोलना चाहिए था. हमारी रियल ज़िंदगी में भी ऐसा ये होता है. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट लेट अस से voice modulation, I'll take it from point number 5, that if you're talking to somebody maybe at work or you're किसी के साथ आपका मन मुटाव कुछ भी ऊपर नीचे हो गया, तो आप उसको सीधा बोलते हैं तुझे ऐसे नहीं बोलना चाहिए था. ठीक है, मैं गलत हूँ, बट इतना भी नहीं था कि तूने इतना उसका बवाले बना दिया. सो यू नो, दिस वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन हैज़ अ वेरी बिग रोल टू प्ले इन आवर लाइफ, पीपल. Trust me, no matter whichever the profession you choose, voice modulation is a very, very powerful element you need to keep always in your mind. Without that, your pitch, your talk, your preach, your sermons will not have that impact what you look forward for. So I will conclude my 6 points in that, and I look forward that to hear from you whether it has been in help or not. But before we conclude, we will actually recap these points what we have covered. So the first, which was there, it will be, sorry, so the first was shadowing. Second was talk to yourself, training your mind. Number 3 was talk about different situations. So the number 4 was talk in front of a mirror. And point number 5, which we've just finished a couple of minutes back, it was that recording your voice, right? Recording your voice is again a very big element which will be playing a big role in your life. And point number 6, which is last but not the least, we have many more to follow slowly. If you want me to address it, all your decisions to order me or not, that is point number 6 is read out loud. Yeah, so use your verbalizing skills. Go in alone if you are hesitating, getting hesitated at your home, your drawing room, your own room, also in front of people or so. But I would suggest कि आप सबके सामने करें. Yeah. So thank you so much, people, for giving me this opportunity to address these points. And don't forget to send me your feedback, your suggestions, any particular thing you want me to address. And then if I could request also at last that please help me to increase my audience, to increase my subscribers, so I'll be motivated too as well. Then I get to hear a lot from people that your videos, your talks are very motivating. But see, I also need that motivation and that appreciation, and I would look forward that if you could help me to increase those the numbers of my subscribers, but only if you wish to. Otherwise there is no compulsion for it. I'm happy to be in service as many people you already are there. Thank you so much. Thank you.